Hey guys, what's up? It's Darrell here, and today I'm making the conclusion video of the Viewbotters Exposed. This doesn't mean that I won't make any more in the future. This is just the conclusion for the videos that I've made, and just some analysis on what we can conclude from this whole series of events. So this is going to be mostly focusing on Alcohol Arcade and the events that occurred yesterday during the middle of my live stream. So. These are things that popped up midway through, and I challenged him on, and as well as my viewers challenged him on it, as well as they began to notice things, uh, like as they became more prominent. So basically, during my stream around 8:30, I was playing a Bad Lion, Minecraft Bad Lion, and 2 hours before he had posted this tweet. And luckily, a lot of us were able to screen capture it. A lot of us were able to screenshot it entirely, and we were able to see this. And you can see that one line down, two more to go is what he says. Hashtag debt copyright strikes. And you can see that the video posted by Ryan, aka Discosalad, was taken down because he didn't accurately commentate over it the entirety of the video, and so he basically put music over copywritten content, and that's why it's taken down. But if you were to look into the fair use policy, if you were to talk over the entirety of the video, it wouldn't have been taken down. And the reason why mine haven't been taken down is because I include individual content and commentary over the entirety of the video. That's why you can't copyright flag me, because it's my individual input on material. So that's my insight on it. So anyways, let's analyze this photo. So we can see that he says one line down, two more to go. You see that the video is taken down. However, the main focus here is these two tabs, these two, that I want to show you. So obviously Twitch viewer bot is something suspicious to have, especially if you've been accused of viewbotting. It's very, very suspicious, and it's something you can't really deny as to why you'd have it open. Why would you have a viewer bot tab open if you weren't the one to actually viewbot, you know? You never see me with viewbot tabs open. Why would he have one open? So, and then basically what it says is Twitch viewer bot welcome, or it looks like Twitch viewer bot website. I can't really tell. It probably says website, um, or web panel, something along those lines. And someone actually screen grabbed the actual link for me on here. We can see that Jollyrific, I'm not sure who this is, but he was one of the ones. I don't know him personally, but he was able to screen grab it and actually track the website. Actually, that is the twitchviewerbot.com/cp/webpanel v2. So you could see, so you can see that he actually tracked the individual website, and um, he found that it is the website twitch-viewerbot.com, and that's the viewbot he's using, and it's after you've logged in, you're able to adjust the view counter. So he was actually able to backtrack it, and many other broadcasters and whatnot were able to comment on it. And I'll be going through all that just in a moment. So you could see that that was there, and then the Connect tab, I'm assuming it has to do with the panel, but this one is for certain the thing we are looking at, and it's actually the website that Jollyrific posted. So yeah, and then the next picture I'm going to show you is I respond back to him immediately, and I say, what is that Twitch viewer bot tab? I put Twitch viewer bot question mark, and I was talking about the tab, and he says, lol, it's my chat bot, dumbass. And to which I respond, your chat bot is called a Twitch viewer bot, lol, which bot is it? Give me the website. Because I know if he gave me the website, I'd be able to open the website of the chat bot and display it at the top and see the tab. But obviously, it's not a chat bot, and he's not going to give me the link because it's not a real chatbot. It's actually his viewbot panel. And he says, "Don't worry, your copyright strikes are coming." And then I ask him to link me it unless you have no proof. And I tell him once again I'm protected on the fair use policy, and he tries to threaten me one last time. So he's trying to basically at this point hide it, that it's not actually a thing, you know, that it's not actually his viewbot panel and whatnot, and that he he isn't the one doing it, you know, it's actually just a chat bot. But you can look up any chat bot for Twitch, anyone that like moderates your chat and whatnot, and you could see that uh, none of those chat bots are gonna have a similar tab that says Twitch viewer bot, because it's not a viewer bot. is not anything pertaining to your viewers. It's something pertaining to your chat, which of course your viewers correlate with, but that's not what it's directly called. If I were to open Nightbot right now, it'd say Nightbot Home. It wouldn't say Twitch Viewer Bot. That's what I want to get across here. And then about 2 hours pass, and then he responds back again with this, and he says, "There's a link tab, not like you'll believe me or anything, but like I said, you should report it." And you can see something notable here is that he doesn't even show the tab name. He doesn't even show what the tab says, which is what I was asking for. I asked, "Hey, can you show the tab?" But instead, he shows me a Google Docs file. Now, something that happens when you open a Google Docs file, hopefully I don't have anything bad in here. I don't think I do. I just have schoolwork. So what you see when you open Google Docs is that if I go to Google Sheets, as you can see, he has a something called an Excel list. I don't know why I have these open. I think these were from Twitch channels I used to watch, and they would tell you which games they were gonna play or whatnot. I don't know. Go to some of these. I have no idea what these are, but you can see his was a Google Sheets. Yeah, these are Twitch live streamers, I guess I was going through. So you can see that he probably created a spreadsheet. And yeah, see, you can see the icon up here. And now when I go up here, you see the same icon, and you can see that in the tab, it actually has an icon and it says what it says. So if, let's say the title was Twitch Viewer Bot, okay? You can see that this says Tornus Entertainment's list of games on Twitch TV. It says Twitch ViewerBot commands, but of course it would have this logo at the top as well. And you can see that even when he did this, he last edited it 13 minutes ago. And it doesn't even say this as the title, to be fair. It says Twitch ViewerBot welcome or website, whatever it says. You could go back here and it says Twitch ViewerBot dash website or web panel, whatever. We don't know what the rest says. But it would not say Twitch viewer bot commands. It would say Twitch viewer bot dash web whatever. It wouldn't say that. So you can see here it says Tornus list of games on TV. It says Tornus Entertainment's list. Tornus Entertainment list. So you could see that he tried to cover up, but he obviously didn't do the title appropriately. It was last edited 13 minutes ago, so you can see that. This is not something hard to create. This was actually probably really easy to create, or he just took this offline off someone else's Google Docs and just added in a title for it. So, and as we can see, the last thing there is that there's nothing else to it, to be honest. There's no way you could have covered it up. And then another thing he did to attempt to hide is he actually deleted his channel on Twitch. Because he knew he got exposed, and then on top of that, he deleted his channel on Twitter. I believe this was his name. It was at Alcohol Arcade, I believe. Yeah, at Alcohol Arcade. It's gone, and a lot of streamers, such as like a guy named Jimpix, who I recently met, who I talked to in his chat before, and a lot of people were able to qualify that there was a viewer bot tab and that it was something definitely wrong. So yeah, a lot of people have attested for this, and it has been proven true. Now, it's basically up to you to decide if you believe me, but he's deleted everything and he's completely off Twitch after that information has been exposed. So I would assume that he's hiding and that he's been exposed and his viewer bot has been put out there and that he is a view bot in general. Anyways, guys, that is the last of the information I'll give you for this bit. This video is called The Conclusion because this is going to be the last video I'm making for these three people. You know, I'm going to move on, and if I find another significant viewbotter, of course, I'll build off of it. But for now, we're taking a hold on the viewbotters exposed, probably 2-3 weeks, something like that. But with the conclusion videos comes the conclusion, what analyses I don't know, analyses we can make, and what perspectives we can put together. So one conclusion I want to come to is this: obviously Alcohol Arcade is a viewbotter. You can tell by all the previous evidence. You can deny it if you want, but it's pretty pretty concise that he is a viewbotter. Pretty accurate. It's like a 99.9% probability, given that he hid and there's also picture evidence and whatnot. So you can go back, check on that. Number two, the second conclusion is this, that anybody in those viewers following that I've shown, so all those thumbnails you remember seeing, those are people who have either been hit by a viewbot, like attacked by one, or are viewbotters. So the more frequently you occur is the more likely you probably are to be a viewbotter. However, you could still be attacked. Then it's definitely case by case. It's definitely a case by case situation. So if you find a channel in there that you have heard of or you don't like or something along those lines, or you just want to gather information for, click on their thumbnail, watch one of their streams, and just check using the methods I've given you and see if they're a viewbotter. And the third and final step, third and final conclusion I want to make is this, is that ZFizzleX and Tank PvP have a very high probability of being viewbotters. Like almost 99% as well, since given I gave the same methods to finding out that alcohol was a viewbotter that I did with them. So the same followers, same following, same viewership all correlate with them as I did with alcohol, and alcohol came out as a viewbotter himself. So we can just conclude that ZFizzleX and Tank PvP are viewbotters as well. And yeah, that's all I have to make conclusion wise. I might put some more conclusions in the comments or in the description below. I don't know. This is all I could think of off the top of my head. But one thing I want to say is, if I'm exposing you ever, if you're ever suspected of viewbotting, please do this professionally. Alcohol Arcade took it the next level and tried to dox me and try to get into my personal information, which was wrong of him, and I'm pretty sure he apologized, but I'm not entirely sure. But if I try and keep this on a professional level, so please keep it very professional if you can. At no point did I call him any names or any of these guys any names, except I think ZFizzleX. I call him a salty mofo at one point. But that shouldn't be offensive. That should just say he was kind of mad. But I don't know. I don't really name call. I try and keep this professional because I do not aim to harass you or get you out of the Twitch community. What I aim to do is just make you realize what you're doing is wrong and for you to learn. And that's where this comes in as well. The policy of forgive and forget. You know, my goal at the end of the day is not to make you leave the Twitch community. It's just so you learn from your mistakes and you start over and start anew and do it like everybody else does. You know, start working up from the bottom to the top. Bubble up. But yeah, there's there comes a time when you need to realize that just kicking somebody out of a community is wrong as well. Trying to do that. So I was raised with forgive and forget, and that means just like over time, you could just forgive someone, forget about their past, and let them just start over, be a new person. So Alcohol Arcade and associated broadcasters who have been accused of viewbotting, if you want to come out and say you're sorry for any of this, feel free to. I'd be more than happy to, hear that you're sorry about it. Just say you're sorry. Actually, just make a video on it. Make a video on it and say you're sorry. And apologize not only to me, but to your Twitch community, to your viewers, to the Twitch community in general, and say that yes, I viewbotted, whatever, do anything like that, and then say I'm sorry and I hope I can start over for you guys. So I hope you guys can do something along those lines, specifically Alcohol Arcade. If you do that, I'll turn the page, I'll forget about everything that's happened, and we can be cool. I'll go my way, you go yours. Okay? That's all I want to say. And one last little bit for this video, I want to give some shout outs. So shout out to PandaPlaysHD, Ryan Discosalad, Sarah Ashley, she. Shout out to them. I'll include some descriptions about them and their links below. And anybody I forgot in this video, just give a shout out to, I'll post you below. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.